The first one is at 3:30. Maryland goes to Sparty, takes on Michigan State. A lot of turmoil surrounding that program. I actually called this game last year. This was in College Park. So I called this game at Maryland last year, and Talia Tungavailoa had a big game. Maryland ends up running away with that game as well. But Michigan State, just a really difficult loss last week against Washington. And we talked about how talented Washington is. Those receivers are amazing, and Michael Penix has continued to just be one of the studs of the entire country. But how is Michigan State trying to just regroup a little bit, especially with everything going on with the likely firing now of Mel Tucker and understanding that they're probably going to have Harlan Bennett as their head coach for the rest of the season, and Mark D'Antonio. I don't really know how to fully describe his role, but he's going to be involved there and he's going to help the best he can. But if you're Michigan State, how do you regroup the right way and just try to put your best foot forward against a team that you should have a chance to at least compete with?
Right. Yeah, I mean, those are uncharted waters, for the coaches still there and the players still there. They go from, okay, first of all, we're not going to have our head coach for this game, but we might get him back. He's suspended. And now it's looking more like he's not going to be your head coach anymore. So there's so much uncertainty. Meanwhile, you're coming off of a 41-7 shellacking at home, albeit to a really good team, a top 10 team. But, you got to put that one in the rearview mirror as quickly as possible and, try to circle the wagon and say, okay, look, the guys in this locker room, we know how hard we've worked, how much time we put in the summer and the off-season program. And regardless of the turmoil surrounding our program from a coaching staff standpoint or head coaching standpoint, we still got to go out there and play. And we've got pride, and we're a Big Ten team. And so we start off with a Big Ten opponent in Maryland coming into our house. So, they just got to figure a way to regroup and kind of bond together and play. I mean, it's interesting with Maryland, for 2 weeks in a row, they go down 14-0 before they wake up and decide to, get going offensively. And they've gotten away with it, the last 2 weeks, but that's not a recipe for success down the road. They need to be a little bit faster starting than that. But when they get rolling, between the passing of Talia and the running of Roman Henby and Littleton, I mean, they're an explosive offense. And I think defensively, when we saw them, we thought they were better than advertised or better than we maybe thought. So Maryland is, they feel like this is their year to kind of make a jump. And one of those teams that they would like to jump over, for real is Michigan State, because they're chasing those other three teams in the Big Ten East and Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State.
Yeah, and that game we did 2 weeks ago against Charlotte, they may have given up 14 to start the game, but only 7 of those came from the defense. The other one, the pick 6 from Talia. Right. So defensively, they've been impressive. And if Talia and the offense can continue to click, and to your point, start a little bit quicker, because they end up dominating Virginia on Friday this past week. The final score is 42-14. So once they wake up in the best terms, and once they kind of find themselves and remind themselves, oh, wait, no, we're more than capable of doing this, they show just how dangerous they can be. So that one, 3:30, NBC. We've got all the coverage for that.